Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's pick-a-pile reading is all about how something you're currently going through is going to unfold. There are 3 piles for you to choose from. From left to right we have piles 1, 2, and then 3. Once you have picked your pile, head to the timestamp for it in the description below. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into it. This card sets the tone. Something significant is in motion and it doesn't pause for permission. You'll soon feel a current pulling you toward an ending, a beginning, or perhaps a path you didn't expect. It might feel sudden, but remember, every shift begins with small nudges you've already received. Choices are coming, and even hesitation becomes a choice in its own right. What's unfolding isn't about chaos, it's about flow. The process doesn't need perfect confidence or clarity, it only needs your willingness to lean into each step. You'll notice the tension between your comfort zone and the pull forward, the uncertainty that feels scary and the intuition that whispers it's time. You'll sense moments where your heart says yes and moments where your mind says wait. Both matter, and recognizing that duality is how you stay present during change. Let your attention guide you, even if your direction isn't fully formed yet. This isn't just about reacting, it's about responding. With every decision, you're guiding the energy. You don't need to know the full story, you just need to bring your awareness to the unfolding. This moment is yours, not because it's easy, but because it's purposeful. And it's here to show you who you truly are when momentum hits. This is your internal anchor. Amid movement, your intuition is your guiding compass, calm and unfailing. You'll receive subtle insights, unspoken nudges, images in your dreams, and quiet knowing in your body. These are not random. They're your soul guiding you. Don't second-guess them. They carry more truth than any external opinion. Pausing to listen will help you navigate with clarity. If you try to power through without tuning in, you'll feel lost. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, how does this feel beneath the surface? The answer will steer you better than logic alone. This voice has been patient, and now it'll begin to speak more clearly. Your job is to hear it, especially when the world gets loud. Trust your inner landscape. It's not quiet because it's weak. It's quiet because it's deep. Not all doors are open right now. This card is gently reminding you that some connections may not fit into this new chapter, and that's okay. If friendships feel off, relationships feel strained, or if celebrations now feel distant, you're not doing anything wrong, you're simply evolving. This isn't loneliness, it's alignment. You're outgrowing energetic spaces that once supported you, even if they filled you before. As things shift, you may feel misplaced, unheard, or disconnected. It's not punishment, it's liberation. Trust that as the current moves, so will the people and situations. Let your heart soften to change. Celebrate privately if the usual stage isn't ready for you yet. And remember, your tribe will adjust. Some will fall away, new ones will arrive. Change isn't loss, it's transformation. Here is the flame reigniting you. The King of Wands reminds you that you're not just moved, you ignite. Vision, creativity, and personal power, they are stirring. You won't be a bystander in this process, you'll be a creator. You may find yourself stepping into leadership, either initiating plans, standing up for yourself, or aligning with your boldest ideas. Even if it feels unfamiliar, your energy will respond. These moments of action, not bravado, but presence, will be your anchor. Leading with warmth and confidence will shift everything. Others will notice your momentum, opportunities will lean in, and your voice will matter. Yes, there may be fear, but your energy is stronger than it's ever been, and it's ready. Transformation carries cost. This card brings the truth. Letting go involves grief. You'll face a truth you resisted, the end of something you valued, or an emotional curtain you refused to draw. It may bring tears, sadness, or even anger. All of that is valid. Let yourself feel it. This is release, not regression. Stepping back from something beloved doesn't erase its value. It shows how deeply it mattered. Sometimes, not holding space for grief keeps us circling in gray areas. Allow this moment to cleanse, not to define you. Share it with someone, journal it, or simply sit with it. That grief is your signpost. It shows what you've outgrown and points you toward what you truly need. Honoring it opens the door to renewal. This is resilience in motion. Yes, there's grief, yes, there's uncertainty, but there's also skill, grace, and dynamic balance. You'll find yourself juggling emotions, tasks, and perspectives, and managing it. Sometimes balancing this feels messy, but you're not failing, you're learning to dance. There might be a moment when juggling feels overwhelming, and that's okay. This card shows you have the capacity. You may feel stretched, but stretched means expanding. You'll notice your rhythm. You'll sense your choices settling into flow. With each breath, you trust yourself more, and that balance, fleeting as it can be, is your progress. You're not walking through fire, you're walking through transformation. Juggling is part of the magic. Here's the full story. Your intuition calls you forward. Changes arrive regardless. Some structures falter, leadership emerges, truth is revealed, and yes, there may be pain. Through it all, your skillful adaptability grows. You're not just moving, you're evolving. Each moment, each choice, and each breath shapes a version of you that's more alive and more aligned. So that's what I'm getting for pile 1. If this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe. See you next time. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into it. Right from the start, this energy speaks of triumph. Victory and success isn't about fanfare, it's about the satisfaction of step-by-step progress and the inner knowing that you're aligned with your purpose. There may have been doubt, even resistance, but this card shows that momentum is building in your favor. A win is promised, but not unless you keep moving forward with attention and integrity. You'll feel subtle signs that things are shifting, a well-timed resource, a remarkably resonant conversation, or a goal that suddenly feels more tangible. These are not coincidences, but confirmations. Success isn't arriving as a bald victory, it's unfolding in layers, and this energy is here to remind you that your consistency is earning something solid. This isn't the end, it's a crucial midpoint. You're gathering strength for what comes next, and the universe is sending you the signal to keep going. A victory doesn't arrive with fireworks, it arrives with persistence, and you've got it. You don't need to force progress. The key is to notice what appears, honor it, and show up again. Success is already here in the making, it's just waiting for your acknowledgement. Here's your first real challenge. Balance has been thrown off. Temperance reversed highlights the things that haven't felt integrated. You may have tried to force harmony between work and rest, heart and mind, or individual needs and collective expectations, and it's causing friction. This isn't an outer problem, it's an inner one. You're trying to speed ahead, but your internal system is still catching up. To align with the Oracle's promise, integration is required. It's not about doing more, it's about slowing down, rebalancing, and tuning back into your rhythm. You may need to recalibrate priorities, say no to the extra load, let perfection go. Over the coming period, success will come, but only if you clear the chaos inside first. Tempered fire is power. The path forward is potent, but only when your engine is aligned. This card invites you to recalibrate before accelerating again. After momentum comes reflection. The Four of Swords calls you to pause, not because there's danger, but because real insight emerges in stillness. You've pushed, planned, and maybe overextended. Now you are invited to let your mind settle. Even a short reset, moments of silence, meditation, and gratitude can change everything. When you create those pockets of quiet, you'll uncover your real needs, clarity about direction, needed boundaries, or the emotional space you've been denying yourself. This rest isn't lazy, it's regenerative. It refuels your resilience and sharpens your focus. Success that lasts isn't built on burnout, it's built on smart recovery, and this pause will prepare you for the transformation that's promised. Here's the breakthrough. What once broke you is now lifting. This card shows recovery from endings that felt devastating. Jobs, relationships, maybe beliefs you once tied yourself to. But this isn't about staying broken, it's about closure. You're moving from wreckage to resilience. The healing is here, and somewhere beneath the pain, the promise of something stronger is building. Recovery is rarely dramatic, but it's real, and this energy is your proof that the worst isn't forever. Honor what you've learned, don't carry the wreckage. You're recalibrating into a version of yourself grounded in wisdom, not wounded by experience. This card brings awareness that cycles are shifting, whether you've noticed or not, and that your next period of growth may not look like what came before. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse signals that while the wheel still turns, the system itself might be changing. You might need to review routines that no longer serve you, habits you took for granted could feel off. Even landscapes, work roles, relationships, and community may be ready for the next level. The tension isn't against the change, it's against stagnation. You don't have to overhaul your life, you just need to question what's automatic. Growth is showing up as discomfort, and that is your doorway. To complete this reading, generosity has become imbalanced. Whether you've been giving too much in relationships or receiving less than needed, this card lays it bare. You may feel taken for granted or like your efforts aren't being matched. That perception is accurate, but kind. It's clarifying boundaries. You're being invited to reassess who and what you give to. Generosity isn't unidirectional, it flows, and right now, that flow is blocked. Adjust the direction, not coldly but fairly. It's not about punishing others, it's about self-care. Rebalance your emotional accounts. That's part of the unfolding. Your path is being cleared. Victory is on the horizon, but to receive it, alignment is required. Balance your energy, allow yourself to rest, heal the old wounds, question outdated systems, and recalibrate boundaries. Do that, and the momentum becomes unstoppable. The change is coming, and you won't just endure it, you'll rise through it. So that's what I'm getting for pile 2. If this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe. See you next time. Hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into it. This energy sets a tone of abundance, both in what you have and in what you're becoming. Material and spiritual prosperity is not a promise of wealth alone. It's an affirmation that every resource you need is aligning, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. You're entering a season where your dedication, integrity, and alignment will yield tangible and intangible rewards. You might already see small signs: a steady income, a heartfelt compliment, a moment of inner peace that felt out of reach before. These are not random. They are markers of your steady rise. Prosperity isn't arriving in one flash, it's unfolding in layers. It's in the quiet growth, in the trust you build, and even in the challenges you rise through. The message here is you've earned this. Every day you've shown up, no matter how messy, you've been planting seeds. Now those seeds are beginning to sprout. Keep watering, keep grounding. The harvest is arriving. Prosperity also means alignment. You're not chasing results, you're co-creating from a place of integrity. What you're building now is not just fruitful, it's anchored. This card reveals an inner tension, the recognition that while abundance is near, confidence hasn't caught up. You may feel that you're not fully there yet. Maybe a financial milestone or personal achievement is missing, and it's clouding your sense of worth. But this is not a limitation, it's a transitional season. The reverse 9 of Pentacles shows that you've grown more than you feel. You may still be bracing, still withholding celebration, and that's okay. The harvest is being held, not denied. Now is the invitation to honor how far you've come, to shift from not enough yet to this is a foundation. Even if the final results aren't in sight, recognize what you have already. Celebrate the craftsmanship of your path. That mindset shift is part of the abundance being created. You haven't arrived, but you're already abundant. Let that truth grow in you. This card brings patience, commitment, and quiet progress. The Knight is a steady builder, not flashy, but reliable. This is your pace, thoughtful, practical, and diligent. Whether you're working on a goal, a skill, or your well-being, momentum is building through consistent effort. This energy supports accountability. Maybe you'll start a daily ritual, landscaping your life slowly but surely, or perhaps a work assignment begins to bear fruit thanks to your thoroughness. This isn't luck, it's earned. The Knight reminds you that abundance doesn't have to be sudden to be real. In fact, the most enduring kind grows with time. You're being guided to trust this pace, even when everyone else is sprinting. Consistency is your magic. Keep showing up. Your slow and steady will stand strong. Now comes the emotional richness. Wisdom grounded in compassion. This card shows that your prosperity isn't just number-based, it's heart-based. You're stepping into emotional mastery, balancing your needs with openness, staying calm under pressure, and offering empathy without losing yourself. Tasks may require emotional clarity now. Relationships may deepen. This card affirms you have the emotional bandwidth to lead with kindness and understanding. That emotional currency is as valuable as any material resource right now. It also suggests your prosperity will be shared, not hoarded. You'll likely find yourself supporting others, mentoring, or simply offering emotional space. That flow of energy reinforces your own growth. What you give returns. This is abundance embodied, grounded, compassionate, and deeply connected. And here's the invitation to learn and build again, fresh but grounded. The Page of Pentacles signals curiosity, practical study, and the excitement of early stages. You may discover a new interest or skill that resonates deeply, or dip into a project that feels both pragmatic and meaningful. This energy is nurturing and expansive. It might be a course, a side project, or even a shift in mindset. What you plant now doesn't need to produce overnight, it just needs intention and action. This card invites you to embrace the role of a student, open, humble, and ready. Even mastery begins with one seed. Let yourself be curious. Let yourself learn. Prosperity includes the richness of knowledge and the joy of growing again. You're still building, and that is part of the abundance. This final card anchors everything in structure, authority, and intentionality. The Emperor is the one who organizes, protects, and plans. This is not cold control, it's clear boundaries, decisive action, and strategic vision. You're being asked to take the reins of your prosperity with discipline and confidence. Expect to set goals, calendars, budgets, or rhythms that feel empowering. It's not rigidness, it's intentionality. The Emperor supports you in creating a container for everything wealth requires: structure, accountability, and long-term vision. This is your moment as builder and protector of your flourishing. You're not just receiving abundance, you're managing it, growing it, and sharing it in ways that honor both inner and outer wealth. You're entering a phase of deep, grounded abundance. It starts with mindset, continues with consistent action, matures with emotional integrity, blossoms in new growth, and settles into structure and leadership. No, it's not flashy, but it's the kind of prosperity that lasts and transforms. So that's what I'm getting for pile 3. If this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe. See you next time.